everybody, and welcome to Comedy Doctors, the show where you send us your problems and we'll give you terribly, awfully funny advice. My name is Frank Licari. I'm the host of the show. Very exciting show tonight. I got some friends on with me tonight, but this is your chance to participate right now. If you've got problems, don't put them on your own newsfeed. Put it in our comments section, and we're going to take care of you. You can also email them at comedyflow what is it? I don't even know. I'll find that email for you. I'm sure they'll put it at the bottom of the screen. But I'm very excited. We got some friends with me. But before we introduce them, let's thank the sponsor without whom this show would not be possible.
The Big Apple Shopping Bazaar Jewelry Exchange and Salon and Spa Suites. Located off Atlantic Avenue in beautiful Delray Beach, Florida, this unique mini-mall will transport you to the streets of New York City for a one-of-a-kind shopping experience. The Big Apple Shopping Bazaar provides shoppers with over 65 one-of-a-kind specialty boutiques with amazing items at fantastic prices. For more information, go to BigAppleShoppingBazaar.com.
Thank you, Big Apple, for transporting us to the streets of New York. We appreciate it. Del Rey appreciates it. Thanks very much. So today's show, normally I have 3 stand-up comics, and they're calling from all over the country. Tonight, I have 3 improv comedians, 2.5 really. Right, Mirko?
Exactly.
This is the Jove comedy experience together. It's part of the troupe that I belong to. Very fun. What's going on, Travis Thomas, Jess Furman, and Mirko J. Ploch? How are you guys?
Very good.
Hi, Frank.
We good?
Happy to be here, guys.
Man, it's so great to have you guys. I just explained to them right before the show started what the show is about. So hopefully they'll get it by the time we start. So while we're waiting, what's happening in our lives, everybody? What's going on right now? Let's start with you, Jesse. What's happening in Jesse Furman land right now?
Well, I'm currently fighting with my internet provider.
Are you? I have to tell you, I hate to break it to you, you're losing.
Yes, I'm actually losing the battle. I'm stuck in 1997 when it comes to technology.
You are not the You're not the Ronda Rousey of Wi-Fi provider fights.
No, I'm not. I look like I'm in a 1998 video game right now.
Yes, it's a good game though. It's a really entertaining game.
Thank you. I'm happy to play.
Oh man, it's great to have you, Travis. What's going on, buddy? What's happening with you right now?
Hey, Frank, what I'm not doing is watching the best Monday Night Football game of the season right now. Because
definitely not doing that. You definitely don't have that on the right of you right now.
If I do this, it's because I'm thinking, not because I'm watching the game.
We know what's perfect. We don't see it at all in the reflection in your glasses when you turn to the right.
You know what? If I find the right angle, people can listen to us and watch the game.
And watch the game, yeah. Or vice versa. Watch the game and almost listen to us.
Well, Frank, I think it's an important note that that our audience do know that I am a doctor of science, a doctor of Christian Science.
Christian Science, yes. That'll come in handy tonight because there's nothing funnier than those Christian Scientists.
Well, that's what I've been told.
Hey, the third guy on the screen, so I should explain to the audience, those of you that don't know us. So we're an improv comedy and sketch comedy troupe, and the 3 of us, Jesse, Travis, and I, and then we've got a 4th member who basically holds down the fort normally in the booth and does all of our technical work, and that is Mirko. And this is a treat because Mirko doesn't usually get to be in front of the audience or in front of the camera. So Mirko, what's going on in your world right now? Are you excited to share the screen here with these behemoths of comedy?
This is kind of uncomfortable for me. I mean, hiding up in the booth all these years, and working with you guys. I don't know. Right now, this week though, I have my mom visiting from Virginia.
Oh, do you really? How's your mom doing?
My mom is doing very well. She's happy to be here. It's much warmer than Virginia right now, so.
Good. Yep, it sure is.
Could we get her on too?
I was actually, Mirko, I was actually thinking about this before we got on. I was hoping that you would have all the sound effects ready on your computer to throw in a few during the show. You don't happen to have that set up, do you?
I do not.
Okay. All right, good.
Do you have any specific sound effects that you want?
I don't know. I just thought maybe randomly throughout the show we could hear something and that might, spark something. But that's okay. Just don't worry. Just sit there and have a beer and comment like the rest of us, and we'll be good. Are you guys ready to help people? Are you ready to help people?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do we want to start? We want to start with the first gripe, problem, comment that we have. Let's see what it is. Umberto from Phoenix says, I own a restaurant. You'd think people would be happy to get out of the house, yet they still complain about this and that. If you're going to bitch and moan, stay home and cook. That's Umberto's gripe. So he owns a restaurant. He expects people to be grateful for the restaurant that's open. Instead, they're just complainers, bitching and moaning. What do we say to that? Who wants to take that stab? You want to start us off, Jesse? What do you think of that? Is that what's the remedy to that ailment?
Well, Umberto, I think that the fact that you're open and serving in a pandemic, you should be grateful that people actually would want to come to your restaurant and maybe shut your damn mouth and serve them.
Wow. You see that?
Wow.
That's the way to spin it. That makes a lot of sense, right? Because we're right now we're yearning to get out, and but we're also very lucky to have anywhere to go. So it's kind of a catch-22 there. Very good advice from Dr. Furman. I think you got a future as a physician. Mirko, what do you say to that? Have you been getting out of the house, Mirko, at all?
I don't get out of the house all that much.
Ever, right? This has nothing to do with the pandemic. You never leave the house.
Only when there's a Jove show do I go anywhere. Otherwise, I'm always at home. And so I'm definitely not going to go to Phoenix, Arizona, to Umberto's restaurant.
Right? Sorry, Umberto.
You're going to complain like that.
Right? Doesn't seem very grateful. That's two in a row there. Kind of taking it out on Umberto there. T-Bone Travis Thomas.
Yep.
If you can take a break from watching the football game, what do you think about that? What do you say to Umberto? How does he solve this?
Well, Frank, I hate to get political, although it is the political season. But if you if you looked at his message, it was very coded. He says he mentioned the term this and that, and clearly there's a lot of people that out in public they're not comfortable with this, and there's people on the other side who are clearly not comfortable with that, and so I have a problem right away. So he is spewing his politics all over the place, using coded language like this and that, and so I think what he needs to do is he needs to be more open-minded. He needs to be more inclusive and empathic, and quit throwing such hate speech around like this and that. That's all I'm going to say.
Wow. So Umberto, I hope you're listening. Travis wants none of this vitriolic posting and all these veiled, right? We're saying they're veiled. Commentary, political commentary. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, right, there's nothing wrong with this or that. Could we agree on that?
Or we agree on this?
Interesting.
I believe our country was founded on both this and that.
And that. That's correct.
Not 3/5 of that. All of that.
And I think it's part of the Constitution, isn't it? This and that. Bring me your this. Bring me your that. Isn't that in there? Well, did I read that wrong as a Canadian?
And I believe there was a hit song by the Black Sheep. Frank,
that's true.
That I said you can get with this,
right?
Or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that.
Even they didn't know the answer. They had to repeat that lyric, just to make sure you. Okay, well, Umberto, I think we nailed that one. Not only did we give you concrete advice, we also gave you a theme song. How about that? How about this? Or this. Very nice, guys. Wow. That was a good one right out of the gate. What else we got? We got any comments? Let's see. What else? Oh, Misty. These are all, why are these all porn names? Misty from St. Louis, Missouri. All my kids, there goes and my grandkids, so maybe not porn. All they do is stare at screens. They stare at their tablets, their computers, even their damn Apple Watches. The time we are spending together is slowly becoming anything but quality time. It's me. How can I get them to ditch the devices? Misty Grandma from St. Louis, Missouri wants to know, how does she get the grandkids and the kids to ditch the devices? Mirko, you're a techie guy. You love the screens. You love all that stuff. What do you say to somebody who's trying to take those away from you? Again, getting a little political.
I know, but right now, tonight, there are a lot of people on their devices watching this show. And right now, I don't want them to get rid of their devices. So I say that let them have their devices.
Let them have it. And by the way, it should not go unnoticed that Misty, the grandma, and apparently mother, obviously, got on her device to actually post that comment, didn't she?
It's possible, or maybe it was, I got it in the mail today and submitted it that way. So
good. You think she sent it in the mail?
Yeah.
and our crack producing team retyped it and made it into an email. That's it could be. You could be right. T-Bone, you got some kids over at your place, right? You were once young, once a child. And you are also somebody, like most of us now, making a kind of a living on the devices. What do you think about that, old Misty?
Well, Frank, I was a little distracted and not paying attention, quite honestly.
Yeah.
But I am, as some of you know, I've spent a lot of time in the heartland of St. Louis,
Sure.
three different occasions. And so I feel like I've probably run into Misty one time or another. And so I'm going to look directly at the camera, Misty. And I want you to hear this, Misty. The reason that your family are on their devices is because you're racist.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. And you're saying that because you know people in St. Louis, or you've specifically met Misty and you know for a fact that she's a racist?
Well, Frank, let me take my glasses off for this when I say.
Wait, please put them back on. I can't see the football game.
Let me take these off when I say, Misty, I know a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's Misty, that's called bringing it back around. That's what that's called. Yeah. Very nice. Jesse, also with a gaggle of kids over there. Also, Jesse, it should be known, as teaches many kids, and probably has seen this issue once or twice. Mr. Furman, what do you say to Misty over there, old Grandma Ma, who has problems with devices?
Well, Misty, if you can hear and understand me through my pixelated screen, the first thing I'd want you to understand is you got to jump on the train, honey, if you want to connect with these kids, because they're gone. Okay, their brains are sucked into the internet and they're never coming back. So I may be antiquated by a good 25 or 30 years, but these kids, they're on it. Okay, they know what's up, and if you want to get anything from them, you might as well get on the old TikTok and do a little jiggle of your grandma boobs, because that's the only way they're going to pay attention.
That's right. And Misty, I hope you understand that Jesse has hopped on that train, hopped on that technological train. Now his train might be a steam engine, but yes, he has jumped full force onto that train, and if he can do it, you can do it too, Misty.
Frank,
okay?
I don't have a train. I have one of those things that the two guys do back and forth.
What were those things? That's right. That the old, even the Three Stooges used to get on. Yeah, Marx Brothers. Yeah. What were those called? I don't remember. Those little pushy carts.
Two-man trains.
Two-man train. Yeah. They worked. It was like a combination train and seesaw, wasn't it?
Yeah,
right.
It was.
A train saw. That's a good name for a horror movie. All right. I think we solved Misty's problem. Shut the hell up, right? And accept the new world, Misty. St. Louis. Racist. Okay. Next problema. What do we got up there? Oh, Kathy from Jacksonville says, at work, I depend on my computer to do everything. We have an IT guy, or an IT guy, to call when things go wrong, but he spends endless hours explaining why my computer isn't working. how he is going to fix it, and occasionally a history lesson on how the internet works. Just fix the freaking thing. So Kathy from Jacksonville apparently has little patience for the it guy and would like him to shut up and just do his job. All right. T-Bone, what do you say to Kathy in Jacksonville who just wants her IT guy to shut up and do his job?
Well, Frank, I think it'd be too easy just to give a rational, logical answer. And so whenever I run into a conundrum like this, I turn to a little box of wisdom called 365 Ideas of Wisdom. Oh, wow. And so I'm gonna reach in and pull one out.
Please do. Please pull out that.
And I believe this is going to be exactly, what's her name?
Kathy from Jacksonville.
This is exactly what Kathy from Jacksonville needs. Kathy, look at the stars. Look how they shine for you.
Wow.
That's Chris Martin from Coldplay.
That is Chris Martin from Coldplay, yes. And you just turned into the Kreskin meets Gallagher of Comedy Doctors comedy.
There's more where that came from, Frank.
Could you have just held that to your head? That was great. Thank you, Chris Martin. And who says Coldplay didn't have an effect on the world? Look at that. We just helped Kathy from Jacksonville with a meaningless lyric. Well, no, very good. Yeah, look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. Yeah, that was a good one. Thank you, Trav. Mirko.
Yes.
What do you say to your fellow Floridian who wants the IT guy to just shut up and do his job or her job? What do you say to that?
Listen, Kathy, take the time and listen to the IT guy. This guy is sitting there explaining this to you so that maybe the next time you can fix it your own damn self.
That's right. And Greg Persino agrees with you. He just said they just want to show off how smart they are, right? Keep it to yourself, IT guy. That's what Greg just said on our comments. Thank you, Greg. I agree on that one. However, Jesse might not.
When the IT guy finishes, can we send him down to Jesse's house?
That's right. He might be there now. He might be there now.
Jesse, I'm coming over. I'll help you out.
You'll send me a bill? Great, thank you. He just left, actually.
Jesse might welcome his conversation right now. What do you think there, Jesse?
Well, Kathy with an IE, let me tell you. There's a little secret that you have. It's called boobs. And the IT guy doesn't get to approach those too often in his life. So the longer he can hang around and talk to a woman and show off, the more he's going to do that. So the more boobs you have, the more IT talk you're going to get. It's a fact.
So Frank.
Right, Frank?
We lost Frank. We lost the host. So Jesse, what you're saying is what Kathy needs to do is show the IT guy a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
That's right. The IT guy just left my house and said my problem is unfixable. However, I don't have boobs, so he left a little early.
Well, the IT guy apparently is on his way to Frank's house now, via New York City, because we lost, and he's back. Oh my gosh! It's the wizard behind the curtain.
I lost everything.
The wizard's an Italian Canadian. That's not a real pharmacy.
I got to look at this. I've got to duck down here. I lost my main camera. I don't know what happened. The power went out.
Forgot to charge the battery.
I'm in a no, it's plugged in. I'm in a bunker right now. So,
Frank,
can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you.
All right. I don't know what happened there, guys. It's
Frank, can I tell you what happened?
Tell me what happened.
It's called internet osmosis. See,
is that what it is?
Internet, yes, touched my internet and it made it bad.
What the heck just happened? I don't know. I'm so confused. Let me see if I can get any kind of picture here. I apologize. I don't know what happened. I will say this. Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
I will say this. I want everybody to know. This might be the best. This is a great way to describe the show right now. I'm in my basement, right? I'm 20 feet away from my laundry and washer dryer right now. Something happened in the basement, and it is gone. Everything's gone. So,
hey, Frank.
Yes.
Your curtain's worse than mine.
Well, mine's a green screen. Let's be honest. That's not a curtain.
Oh, mine's not a green screen?
Yeah, no, I don't think yours is. Is my head cut off? I can't even tell what's going on.
Hey, Frank.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Hey, Frank, just close your eyes and think back and say, hey, 20-year-old Frank, hey, when I'm 48, this is where I'm going to be, and this is what I'm doing.
What? There's a problem with what I'm doing? Like hosting a show from my basement beside my washer and dryer? You mean I haven't made it?
Wait, hold on. The next letter is from Jesse in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. Dear comedy doctors, I don't know what's worse, my career or my internet.
Oh, man. Sorry, producers. I don't know what happened to my camera. I apologize. We're going to try to do. I mean, I look like this is fantastic. You know what? Who cares? Give me the next comment. Let's help somebody. I need my own.
What do you expect?
Yeah, give me my next one. Oh, Gary from Portland, Oregon.
The short one.
You think you have problems, Gary? Let me tell you about my problems.
Jeez, Gary, shorthand, buddy.
Okay, you want to write a paragraph? Here we go. I have my wife, and my wife and I are in a bit of a quarrel lately. Our oldest son wants to be a singer. Well, I'm going to discourage that right away. While I support all their dreams, my son, for lack of a better term, is not a good singer. He's like American Idol reject show bad. Meanwhile, my wife keeps encouraging him and forcing us all to pretend he is the next Sinatra. I just don't want to see my son fail. Is that so wrong? So, Dad wants to, you know what? I'm going to start this one. Let me tell you something. If my dad had discouraged me from going into my career, maybe I wouldn't look like this right now. Maybe I'd be a doctor. In a basement. Right? I might be a real doctor instead of sitting in my basement beside my laundry. No, let's see. Okay, we're all three of us are parents here, right? Mirko, you have dogs. You're very supportive of your dogs, right, Mirko?
Absolutely.
What do we do here with him saying, his son sucks and he doesn't want to support him? What do you think about this, Trav, as a father?
Well, I'm not sure if I'm the best one to come to, Frank. I've got 3 kids. 2 are homeschooled. One's away at boarding school.
Yeah.
And so based on how my career is going following my dreams, I might sneak into his bedroom at night, grab that dream catcher that's hanging over his bed, and just burn the damn thing.
Yeah.
Just burn up all those dreams.
I kind of can relate to that, actually, right about now. So Trav is going to burn the dream catcher and discourage the child. Jesse, fellow father, your kid, all of our kids have aspirations, right, to do things. Not always going to, we kind of know they're probably not going to do everything they want to do, but we want to encourage them. What do you think, Jesse?
Well, I think the best route to success is the underdog story. So I think if you're a super jerk to your kid and tell him how terrible he is, he'll resent you and go on to prove you wrong. And then you can have a great moment when he succeeds and you can apologize and all will be well.
Wow. I dig that. That's kind of cool. Mirko, you don't have kids. I mean, so technically, not only aren't you a doctor, but you're not a dad, right?
No.
Technically not qualified to talk about this subject, but
I'm not. I mean, I've watched enough American Idol, though,
to
know what he's talking about. There are a lot of American Idol rejects on there that, if they were my kids, I would have discouraged them.
Hey, hold on,
yeah.
Frank.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry to cut you off, Mirko. Hey, Jesse, we want to let you know American Idol it's a TV program. Yeah, because Jesse doesn't have any technology in his house. It's a TV program where singers come on. It's a contest. It's a reality show contest. It's like a talent show that you went to in high school, and it's kind of a big deal. Sorry, Mirko, go ahead.
No, you're fine.
Travis, is it something I can get with rabbit ears or do I need cable?
Yeah, I mean, rabbit ears, you might be able to get it with tinfoil. If you foil those up, you send Miles, your son, up on the roof and just have him jangle that thing a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it was on a major. It was on one of the major 3 networks, right? So technically, you do get those with the antenna, don't you? Don't you get the ABCs and the CBSs with the antenna? I don't know.
He probably doesn't have a TV with a digital tuner, though.
Oh, that's what it is.
That would be a problem.
Yeah,
I don't.
No.
So when they come out with that analog signal, Jesse's golden.
Yeah.
See what happens on this? All you got to do is come in with a bad connection. I mean,
That's it.
I'm sorry, what's that? You wanted up? Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you. All right. Hey guys, score update. Almost halftime, and it's 20 Chiefs, Baltimore 10. Back to you, Frank.
Wow. So we're doing a pretty good job so far, other than our technology. I think this has been fun. Let's see do we have anybody else coming up on the comments, or have we lost everybody just based on my camera struggles? What do we got? Give me the next comment. Brent.
Another short one.
So, yeah, writing paragraphs. A year ago, I saw a documentary about how bad meat is for you. Saw that one myself. Kind of changed my perspective. I actually quit eating meat right then. I immediately lost weight. My energy levels went up, and I looked better in my 40s than I looked in my 20s. However, once the quarantine hit, I lost my job, and I got in a rut. I've been taking my frustration out with cheeseburgers like every day. I can't stop. Brent, Minneapolis, Minnesota, was on a roll, quit meat, knows it's bad for him, but like everybody else since the pandemic, kind of let himself go a little bit, eating a lot of cheeseburgers, obviously feeling a little bad maybe. Comedy Dr. Travis, what do you say to somebody? You still a vegan, Trav? You still, are you a pescatarian? What are you these days?
Yeah, Frank, I'm a vegetarian. Occasionally have some fish, to cheat. But clearly this one's in my wheelhouse.
Yep.
Being that I grew up in Michigan, my dad had fast food hamburger restaurants.
That's right.
And so I know that feeling of being in a rut. Clearly, look at my life. And so when you find yourself in that rut, you go to comfort food. And I've gone to many cheeseburgers in my day. But you know what? There are so many great meat substitutes out there right now, from Impossible Meat to tofu. So many things where you can still be a pathetic loser like Brent and still have non-meat options for comfort food. That's
Right.
my advice.
So Brent, continue to be the loser that you are, but hey, find a healthy alternative.
Absolutely.
Is what you're saying. Is tofu a really good alternative to meat, though? Or are we stretching that a little bit? You had me on Beyond Burger, but you lost me on tofu.
It's really how it's prepared, Frank.
Right.
If you go to a Pancheros where it's more of a pan-seared tofu,
Is Pancheros a sponsor? Okay, all right.
Top
Yeah.
end. Top end
stuff.
I think they are with the little New York strip plaza.
Strip plaza, the big shopping bazaar mall? Yes. Yeah, they might be in there. There might be a Pancheros in there. You might be right.
I think there's a Pancheros in there. Try the pan-seared tofu.
Okay, that's the one, huh? That's it. Jesse, what do you say to that? You let them, we've all been there, Jesse, right?
Well, yeah, Brent, listen, I've been skinny and I've been fat, and looks aren't everything, buddy. So I know that when I'm fat me, I'm happier me. And when I was skinny me, I wasn't happy. I was kind of a jerk. So I say embrace the cheeseburgers. You only get one lap on this planet.
Yep.
And just be yourself, And if you're probably a much happier Brent eating a cheeseburger than you are having pan-seared tofu.
So basically what you're saying, Jesse, is do you want to be a nice guy and fat, or do you want to be an asshole? A thin asshole.
And skinny.
Right.
You said, Frank, that's 100%.
So that's up to
Absolutely.
Brent, right? We're giving Brent a choice. Do you want to be a thin asshole or a husky, happy guy?
There's
right?
no third option.
There's no third option there, right? It's one or the other. It's this or it's that. That's what it is.
You can get with either one.
You can get with either one. They did say that, yeah.
Because this is kind of fat.
Right, this is kind of fat. That's right.
Like Brent.
Mirko, What do you say to that? You like to eat a cheeseburger, right there, Mirko?
Oh, I like to have lots of cheeseburgers as well.
Like a cheeseburger, and you like them? Do you like them with the beer battered little onion ring on top? You like that?
Yeah, beer batter onion rings are pretty good. I'm not that much of a fan of onions, but all I have to say is this.
Wow.
Is what I'm all about right there.
That's right. Wow.
Meat on the grill.
I knew Mirko was going to come strong with something techie, and there it is. What do you call that? What is that there, Mirko?
Oh,
what's that on the grill?
I think it's called a heart attack.
That's a prime rib right there.
That is a prime rib roasted for hours on the grill.
Because now they call it that because that's exactly what it sticks to when you eat it. Is that why they call it that? It sticks to your prime rib.
It sticks to my prime rib and my rib.
Yeah.
I think it's also important to know to the audience, Frank, that Mirko's only 24.
That's right, and I'm never going to look any better because of the meat that I eat.
Oh, you're a good-looking man. Don't let him talk to you like that. Look how handsome, beautiful. Yes, thank you. I think we did a good job with that. I think we're good. I think, hey, everybody to each his own, right? Don't be an asshole. Basically, eat a cheeseburger if you got them, right? Whatever. Nice. What else you got there? What's our next problemo? Oh, Angela from Miami Beach. Miami. What is pissing me off? Wow. She asked herself the question. Facebook. I just got out of Facebook jail for the 3rd time for posting bikini photos. These are not nudes. I'll probably be sent back to Facebook jail for saying this, but I miss MySpace. F you, Facebook. Angela from Miami Beach posting bikini photos that are not nudes, which is probably one of the reasons she got kicked off.
Yeah.
Mirko, what do you say to that? What do you think about Facebook, Mirko? You a Facebook fan? You hate Facebook? You like Facebook, Mirko?
I'm looking for Angela right now. So
are you? You're looking for her?
A little bit distracted on
for the
Facebook.
Bikini photos.
They're
not nudes, Mirko. They're not nudes.
They're bikini photos, though. So
they are bikini photos. Yeah.
No, there's a line that as to what is appropriate for social media, and I've seen some of the worst stuff out there that would embarrass you, Frank.
Sure, well, probably. Yeah, I'm very prudish myself. Very prudish.
Yeah.
But do you think it's an interesting? This is almost let's get serious here for a second. It's an interesting conundrum, right? What Facebook is allowed to patrol as not deemed for the general public, and what they're allowed to they're kind of their own. What is it? The SEC, right?
Yeah, they are.
They kind of patrol themselves, right? So, Jesse, what do you think? Do they have the right to put you in Facebook jail?
Well, I'm still on MySpace and AIM, so I have not graduated to Facebook yet. I hear it's great, even though there's my Facebook.com right there.
Yeah. So you're basically lying.
If not you only go there, it's just a blurry image. It's not actually me.
It roots you back to MySpace.
His kids set it up.
And Angela was actually one of my top 10 friends on MySpace, and her pictures are hot.
Yes. Oh man, those top 10 friends on MySpace. Remember them? Didn't Justin Timberlake buy MySpace a while back? He did, right? They changed it all back to just music. That's
industry talk.
Industry talk. We don't know. So Trav.
Yeah.
Bikini photos. Facebook puts you in jail. You ever been put in jail, Trav?
Metaphysical jail.
Yeah.
Frank, that's a different topic.
Right. Questionable content in your head.
Yeah. I think again, there's a lot of coded speech in that post, and I think if you were to decipher this, say Watson would,
sure.
Or Holmes. There's code in that, and the giveaway.
Yeah, please tell me what Watson and Holmes would do.
Yes, I'm going to try to say it at a level that most of our viewers will understand.
Please.
So
and if you could do it in a British accent, that would be fantastic as well.
Try to process that.
Do it.
I'll lose a signal, I think, if that happens. She said that she's posting bikini pictures.
Right.
And she also said that she had a MySpace account. So clearly, if she had a MySpace account, she's way too old to be posting Facebook.
That's what it is.
Tell them the code, Frank. Tell them the code.
Wow, you read through that. So yeah, if she's a MySpacer, she's got to be pushing 50. Right?
How many fingers am I holding up?
You want us to answer that?
Yeah.
Well, you're holding up 5, but you're actually pointing with 1.
One piece, Frank. She needs to be wearing a one piece.
Is that what it is? A onesie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. If you've got a MySpace account, you probably shouldn't be putting up bikini pictures. Yeah. So Zuckerberg just went, nope, swipe left.
Yeah, right? It wasn't about being sexually inappropriate. It was about being inappropriate.
Inappropriately over the hill, not looking good in a bikini.
Yeah.
No. All right, there you go.
I'm a doctor.
Yeah, well, it's obvious that diagnosis was. I mean, you went deep. You didn't go skin deep. You went deeper.
I went soul deep.
Organ deep. Oh, soul deep even. Yeah.
Soul deep.
Yeah. Good job. Very good. Yeah, give me another problem. What do we got? Man.
Wow. Chapter 7.
These are novelists. Simone from San Diego says, since the pandemic started, I have been sleeping with my 3 small dogs. One sleeps between my legs, the other 2 under each arm. Hopefully soon, when things get back to normal, I want to start dating. But how would my dogs take to another person in the bed or me being away all night? What can I do? I can't live without my dogs, but I can't live without human love. Simone from San Diego. I'm going to start here with Mirko because I know Mirko has 2 beautiful dogs. Still 2, right?
I do. Still 2 dogs. And they are rather large greyhounds.
They're large greyhounds, and you're also in a healthy relationship. So you're balancing. You're doing the balancing act there. Tell Simone how that works.
Yes, we are. They both the dogs sleep in the bed with my wife and I. They sometimes both of them in the bed at the same time. And as I mentioned, they're rather large dogs. I was gonna try to bring up a picture if I had a chance, but you went to me first. And so, anyway, the one thing I can think about is the positions that those dogs were laying in with Simone. That each one has their own individual, distinct smell to them. I'm sure. Right.
Oh, interesting. Oh, I see where you went there. 2 armpits and a vajayjay. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Ah, gotcha. So real quick before I leave you, Mirko, you got the 2 big dogs in the bed. What happens during sexy time? What do we do then? Do we kick them off the bed? What are we doing?
Oh, they're not even in the room.
Oh, at that point, I get you.
Yeah.
You set the mood. You kick the dogs out. Do they try to paw their way in?
The dogs are no. Okay. They find something else to do. I give them a chew toy,
gotcha.
And they go play with that.
Yeah. All right. Go play with a chew toy while I play with Mama. Jesse, you have a dog now? Are you back?
I have 2 dogs.
2 dogs. Okay. You went back. Okay, because we both had dogs at the same time. We both kind of passed away, and then we had issues. We thought maybe we wouldn't have dogs again, and then you got dogs again, and I got dogs again. So tell me about that. How's that work out?
Well, I would suggest to her, when she meets Mr. Right, to be herself and have him accept the dogs. And if she loves the dogs, then she loves her. So that would be my first option for her. The next option is once they get married and a couple years go by, it won't matter.
Right.
The dogs are there or not.
That's right.
Am I right? Married gentlemen for over 10 years. So just put up with the first 6 months. It'll be awkward for you, the dogs, and him. But after that 6 months, 2 years, it'll be a breeze.
It'll be fine. And you're also saying basically treat the dogs like kids. You either got to love, if you don't love the dogs, you don't love me. And there are the dogs.
There they are, Mirko.
Oh, that's nice. Beautiful. Look at those dogs.
Mac and Mindy.
Oh, beautiful.
Left to right.
Trav, you have a dog now, right?
Yeah, there he is. right there.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that the dog from the commercials, from the Taco Bell commercials?
No, that's being racist, Frank.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. I just want.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah,
I want to call it how I see it.
Of course. Listen, some people like this, other people like that. I went with this. How you were shaking your head. You have a balancing act. Go ahead.
Well, Frank, I need to call BS again. Is this Simone? Is that who this is?
That's it. Simone from San Diego.
Let's be honest. That's not Simone from San Diego. That's Misty from St. Louis again.
Is that right?
And clearly, when she's referring to the dogs in the bedroom, she's talking about a big old gangbang is what she's talking about.
Is that what she's saying? Yeah, oh, man. You read right through that, huh?
I'm
this
a doctor.
Is an old St. Louis gangbang?
Yeah.
You've been a part of any of those?
They call it the Muddy Mississippi, Frank.
Is that what they call it? Wow.
Yep.
Oh, man.
And you don't want to be on the west side of that Muddy Mississippi.
No, sir.
You want to be on the east side, and God forbid if you find yourself in the south.
Wow. Yeah. That's trouble for everybody.
You know why, Frank?
Why?
Because everything runs down
south. Yes, that's correct. Wow. So, Simone, calling you out there. I'm in tears, Simone. We put you together with Misty from St. Louis, and the Travis. You can't deny a doctor's advice or a doctor's background. And talking about gangbangs. That's what we just brought up on the show. All right, explain that one to the kids. Good one. That's a good one. Thank you, Simone from San Diego. Who's up next? We're just solving problems left and right. David J. Murphy. How do you all manage stress and prevent burnout? What do you do to relax? David J. Murphy says. Yeah, this is a time where everybody's kind of tough right now, right? We're all kind of cooped up. I mean, look at us. I'm in a bunker in my basement. How do we manage stress and cope? What are we doing? Let's start with you, Trav, since that's kind of your livelihood, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. As a doctor, Frank, that's exactly what I do. I prescribe peace and happiness to people.
Yep.
And so, what was this gentleman's name?
Is it David J. Murphy? Did I get that right? Yeah.
DJM. Okay.
DJM. Yeah. DJM.
Hey, David. First thing, a couple things I'm going to recommend, Frank, is I'm going to recommend an increase in cable news. What you want to do is you want to increase the amount of cable news that you're watching on a daily basis. More time on social media. Specifically, I would follow the president's Twitter feed as much as possible. Yep. And then just take a look around. Look at the nonstop parade of hurricanes out in the ocean, or the nonstop wildfires out on the West Coast, and just look in the mirror and see what a colossal failure your life has turned into. And if at that point you don't feel better, I don't know what's going to help.
Right. What's going to help at that point? I mean, what's next? Riots, right?
Yeah. Well, let's not go that far, Frank. I'm sure that's not going to happen.
Okay. Yep. You're right. Jesse, Mirko's now just sharing his scrapbook pictures and does anybody want to throw up some wedding pictures while we're at it? This is beautiful. Look at cool.
This is my relaxation now.
That's beautiful. That's how you relax, Mirko, in the backyard?
Do above ground pool, and
wow.
I go and climb into the pool and have a nice frosty beverage.
So David J. Murphy, your recipe to relaxation, according to Mirko, is lay down with the dog, right? Make yourself a nice prime rib, stuff your gullet, and then jump into your above-ground pool that had more piping on it than anything I've ever seen. I mean, where are all those pipes going? It's just an above-ground pool, isn't it?
Well,
just an above-ground pool.
What are all these pipes doing? Who built this?
Clean.
It's just a tub of water, isn't it? What do you got going on in there?
Frank, I mean, how else do you make the crystal meth in the above-ground pool if you don't have the pipes?
That is quite an undertaking you did there. Look at that. Man, that's a recipe for relaxation right there. Is it heated, Mirko?
It is not heated.
Okay, so those.
There is
Look at that! Look at that! You can say under the waterfall.
I went to Home Depot this weekend looking for some PVC pipe.
Just looks like 6 little toddlers urinating into the air, doesn't it?
That is relaxing, though.
That's fantastic. Relaxing, beautiful. Do you put floaties in there? Do you wear floaties when you get there? It is beautiful. That is really nice. Wow. We're not all. I definitely. I'm not lucky in Jersey to have a pool. So kudos to you, my friend.
Come down anytime.
Jesse, what do you do for relaxation? What do you suggest here for DJ?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, David. I'm sitting on the floor in my house on the wood floor with a bar stool, angling my phone to get really crappy reception for this show.
Wait, can we just say something? You're a lot clearer right now than you.
I don't know what happened.
Hold it.
You look fantastic right now. I don't know what you must. They must have heard you over at FiOS or Verizon or whatever the hell you got down there.
The IT guy from Jacksonville drove down.
Drove down.
And he made it. So, David, I'm falling apart. I can't handle stress. I'm not going to lie to you, buddy. I'm 3 jobs and 3 kids in, and it's tough, man. So you just got to cry a lot. You got to regret your decisions in life, and just wake up each day with a sore back and just keep trying, pal. That's all I can tell you. Is just keep trying. Lots of tears.
You got to make sure you wake up with a sore back, though. That's that's the important part of the formula.
Yes. And as messed up as I was, now that I see Mirko's pool and the amount of pipes coming out of it, I think
Mirko's got indoor and outdoor plumbing. It's fantastic.
To cure my ills, I want to lay my face under the third stream in from the right and just let it cascade all over me.
There's one waterfall for each of you.
That's it.
Is that a window? Is there a window underneath that?
Yes, of course. It's a portal.
There is a portal on the side of the pool.
Are there people often kneeling down on there?
No, that's for the passersby, so they can see who's in the pool.
Do you know what would cure my stress?
What's
that? Mirko's face swimming up to that window and just smiling.
Can you work on that, Mirko?
No.
I will work on that for you, Jesse.
That window's kind of at waist level. So what I'm picturing is Mirko standing there with no bathing suit on.
That's right.
It's just arms leaning on the side
with a jet of water in my face. And
that's how sexy time starts every night at the Ploch residence.
And the Ploch cock just staring at you.
All right, dogs. Here's a new toy. Go play.
Yeah, that's fantastic. You tease the dogs with that hole there, Mirko? Do you just tease the old puppies?
No, they pay no attention to the hole.
Oh my goodness gracious,
David! I think the ultimate stress reliever is to picture Mirko a la Weeki Wachee Springs swimming underwater with his Ploch cock hanging out, swimming right into that hole. And my friend, all your stress will disappear.
Oh man!
What's that, Ginger? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. We got an update, guys.
Please. Yes.
The halftime, 27-10, Chiefs over Ravens.
Chiefs over Ravens. Thank you for that update there. Man, yes. Wow. You know what? If nobody else is enjoying the diagnoses tonight, I certainly am. I am crying in front of my secondary camera. My backup. Let's heal somebody else. What else? We got time for one more or two?
Oh, Ann Arbor.
Chester from. Oh, look at this. A Michiganite. Is that what you call him? Michigan. What do you call him? Michiganite?
Michiganer.
Michiganer. I'm a college student with roommate issues. We share an apartment. The problem is my roommate never puts things back in the same place in the kitchen. Before I cook, I have to search the entire kitchen to find the right utensils, and it drives me nuts. Like spoons in the oven or skillets in the pantry. I've tried to talk to him about it, but he just laughs it off. Chester, Ann Arbor. What is it, a Michiganan?
Michiganer.
Michiganer. Okay, so I'll start with you, Mirko. You've been to college, right? You ever go to college?
I have not. No.
No, you never. You went to trade school? Did you do any workshops? Did you do any summer workshops?
I did
PVC pipes?
But I didn't have it.
What class did you take to put that pool in the backyard? Did you have to take a class for that, or did you do it all on YouTube?
All YouTube videos, man. All YouTube videos.
Well,
yeah, but I have had roommates. I've had roommates,
sure.
and I have a wife that doesn't always put things back where they belong. So, especially when it comes to my grill tools.
Right. And what do we do about that? How do you get through to your wife and say, hey, woman, get those grill tools, put those grill tools back where they're supposed to be? How do you get to the wife? What do you say?
I just repeat myself over and over again, and hopefully eventually it sinks in and she puts it where it belongs.
Women love that. So you nailed it. They love to hear
That's all you have to do.
Yeah, good. Dr. Travis, what would you do there with the roomies? You go to college there? I know you went to college, Trav. I know the college you went to.
That's where I went. I met Misty in St. Louis.
That's right. Tell us, what would you do if your roommate was, or are you the one that doesn't put stuff back? Maybe you're the one, huh?
I could be, and I think Frank, this is calling forth a spiritual remedy, and I know it worked once tonight, so I'm going back to it.
365.
I'm going back to 365, and clearly I'm not looking. I'm not breaking eye contact as I go into the 365, and I'm going to pull it out.
While you're doing that, Hugo Rudenberg says, if you're married, you never get through to the wife. It's a good point, Hugo.
Mm.
They're wearing the pants. There's no doubt about it.
So
yeah, let's see what you got there.
This is going to answer the roommate problems.
Yeah.
Magic happens every day. Watch for it. It will appear if you are looking.
Wow, look at that. So what are we saying there? Are we saying that magically those grill tools and utensils are going to be put away? Is that what we're saying there? Or?
Well, Frank, it seems like this particular individual is only looking at the problems instead of looking at the positive things that this roommate might be bringing to the table. And again, if I were to read this through coded language, clearly this person is racist.
Racist, right? Yes, it's a popular thing these days, the racism. Yeah, tough to discern, but I think Trav's got a pulse on it. Definitely got the pulse on the racism. Jesse, you had some roommates in your day, Mr. Furman. You ever had the roommates?
Lots of roommates. Lots of roommates. Had some difficult ones, and my suggestion to him would be to just keep complaining, because I've been complaining about my internet for 42 minutes, and magically it got good. Cool. So I think if you just keep complaining about things and bitch to your roommates, eventually
magic
will
will
get
appear.
As smooth as the flow of the chlorine in Mirko's pipes.
Great advice.
Yeah, I think we're saying the same thing, aren't we? Just there it is again. It's like Nirvana. Just wait for it. You got to look for it, and the magic appears. And Jesse is looking just
clear as a bell.
Clear as a bell, no lag. Curtains look just crisp. Beautiful.
Still sitting on the floor. My back still hurts.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. I, on the other hand, I don't know how I couldn't look any worse. I mean, looked like I just came to this country and I stole a laptop, and this is it. I've got my own show.
It's the American dream, Frank.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know what? I'm living it. I am living the American dream as an Italian Canadian. Thank you. I think we got time for all this. I didn't even get a drink. I've got dry mouth. I think we've got time for one more, right? I think so. Let's help people. Chris, wow. New York. My girlfriend and I recently moved in together. Uh-oh. It is something we had been talking about for a while, and it made sense being we both lost our jobs during the pandemic. I never knew she watched so much reality TV. I mean, it's really bad. Constant reruns of The Kardashians, Jersey Shore, and other dribble. I'm all of a sudden questioning the relationship. Is that wrong? Chris from New York questioning the relationship because does he say the girlfriend? Yeah, the girlfriend watching too much reality TV. Jesse, clear as a bell. What do you say to Chris from New York?
Run, buddy. Run for the hills. I mean, dump her as quick as you can because it's not going to get any better. Because she's going to start expecting you to behave like these people, and it's just impossible for anyone to be that bad. So just run, pal. Run fast.
Right. You're getting challenged by the Jersey Shore and the Kardashians, and that's the bar. Chris has got a problem. Do you agree with that, Trav?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's a great advice, Jesse. And I would just take it a step further and say, run as fast as you can, jump in your car, and drive directly to St. Louis. Misty is there waiting for you.
Who is what? Who is a?
Misty is a former adult actress
And a racist.
And a racist who's looking for a gangbang.
Yeah, there you go. Putting it all together again. Greg Persino saying, run, the TV is more important than you. Agreed, Greg. Greg, is that a picture of Michael McDonald on your profile? Let's look at that real quick. Is that Michael McDonald on his profile? Can we put Greg back up? Is that possible? Or did we lose him? Did we lose that one? Is that Michael McDonald or is that Greg Persino looking like Michael McDonald? Everybody's really cold. Greg, is that you? I think it's Michael McDonald. But if not, Greg, you could be an impersonator, at least according to that very small picture that just showed up on my screen. Mirko.
Yes.
What do you say to the reality TV getting in the way of the relationship? You buy that?
Well, here's what I think. There are two people living in an apartment together in New York City, New York,
right.
New York.
New York, yes.
Yeah. So they don't have any money coming in.
Right.
And they probably already aren't paying for their cable bill. So that's going to get shut off and the problem will be taken care of.
Unless they subscribe to Jesse's cable service, in which case they'll get these 3 channels and they may still get those shows.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, he's very informed in the world. I mean, look at that internet connection.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or they can always go live with you, Frank.
Well, apparently they could. I've got I'm relegated to the basement, and apparently I don't have reliable power. So I don't know what happened there. Maybe Jersey's getting flooded or something. Apologies for the connection. But in this last couple minutes, guys, not to get off. I think we've done a job tonight. You should give yourselves a hand for helping these poor people with their problemos. Oh no, there he is. Sorry.
Wow.
That's Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers. I misspoke. Greg, wow. Look at that handsome beard.
Yeah.
Wow. That's you a long time ago. Oh, man. That's a handsome country singer right there, isn't it?
Sure is.
Wow.
That's the brawny paper towel guy 10 years
Right.
ago.
Good call. The brawny guy. Wow.
Yeah. Wearing his off-commercial plaid.
Does Greg have a branch in his mouth, or is he just posing beside a branch? I thought maybe he had a little branch there. Greg, good looking. Doesn't he look like he's chewing on a branch? He does. I think he does.
It looks like he's sucking on a pipe from Mirko's pool.
Thank you, Greg. You got some game there. You could be a Michael McDonald or Kenny Rogers impersonator. Fantastic.
You got to know when to hold them.
You got to know and when to fold them.
Hold them.
And the difference between this or that. 1 minute left before we thank people, but Jove show's coming up, right, guys? You guys are going to do this one without me, the 3 of you. When is that happening? Give the audience a little plug.
We've got 3 shows this month. We've got
3
one
shows,
coming up
right?
this Friday. Yeah,
Yep.
Friday 8 o'clock, and then we're back the 17th for 2 shows, a 7 and a 9.
Boom.
Up in Jupiter, Florida.
Florida, the old theater where we started. It's how many years in are we, guys?
16.
17?
16.
I think it's 16, 2004, right?
16,
Yeah,
right?
16 years of the Jove comedy experience. Before we, I want to thank you guys for, this was fun, reuniting the crew together. Thanks for being on the show, guys. And I want to thank our sponsor, the Big Apple Shopping Bazaar, for giving us that New York experience in Delray Beach. And thank you to the internet providers for helping us tonight, the internet gods. Follow the show every Monday night, 9 o'clock. Go to Comedy Flow on Facebook and YouTube. Send us your suggestions. Follow at Comedy Flow. There it is. ComedyDoctors@comedyflow.net is the email. Finally got that right. And, yeah, guys, a blast. I think I cried and laughed more than anybody tonight. So I appreciate it. despite all the tech issues. I hope we brought you a good show, and we will see you next week. Thanks, everybody. Peace
Have a good
out.
one, guys.